Hello, everyone, and welcome again to another edition of the Hell is Chrome podcast. As you can see, things are a little different this episode. Andrew is feeling a little under the weather, so I will be flying solo on this podcast. I am John Cross, usually the producer, also the president of the union, and my attempts to find a co host for tonight have been unsuccessful. Um, but I'm actually going to make a special offer to anyone who might be listening live online. I am going to put it in the comments right now, an actual link to our studio. Um, so if there's anybody out there who would like to join me on the podcast, if you're feeling brave enough to jump on in, the link is up there. And as we get some other people live, I will direct people to that link. Otherwise, it's probably going to be a relatively short show this evening. We'll just be running through some quick announcements, see if we have anybody who wants to come on. Maybe we'll see where the podcast goes from there. But I'll go ahead and get started here on my end. So, a couple of news items right off the bat. If we talk about SDFC, so we know season tickets have gone on sale. The 2 and 300 level season tickets should be going on sale soon. I have not seen anything that they've gone on sale yet, but they should be going on sale soon. And then as a reminder, supporter tickets for the supporter section, those will be going on sale later in the fall. Those will be the last set of season tickets to go on sale. So as we know more information about those, we'll be sure to share that with you. Also, if you hadn't heard, we have a new sporting director at SDFC, Tyler Heaps. And in fact, there's going to be a special Q&A session on this Thursday, August 22nd. Those links should be, if you're on the email list with SDFC, I would expect you would have received an email about this by now. If you're not on those email lists, your supporter group leaders should have those links and they should be sharing them with you internally on your internal comms for your individual SGs. But again, that's Tyler Heaps, the new sporting director for SDFC, and the special Q&A session is going to be on Thursday, August 26th. I believe it starts at 6 o'clock, but if you get the link information, they'll have the time and everything in there. The next Chromeball tour stop is this Sunday in Encinitas, so that's August 25th. It'll be at Encinitas Community Park. From 9 to 2 p.m., there's going to be 6v6 soccer tournament on the men's side, the women's side, and for boys and girls for the 2016-2017 age groups. As always, there'll be cash and merch prizes. The Chrome Ball will be there, food trucks, and more. And then for SDISU news for union and events, we had a summit last week. And that summit, we talked about getting ready to talk about our name branding conversation that's going to be coming up, along with trying to just get conversations started about a lot of the things we are currently working on. The supporter group council met on Monday of this week to review and talk about a lot of the upcoming things that are getting ready to happen over these next couple of weeks, because it's going to be pretty busy. Because our big news right now, I'm happy to say, is we have officially opened up our bank account for the union, which means now we can get our Stripe online payment processing started, which then means we can set up the Chan account and be available to start opening up memberships very soon. So there's still some details that are being worked out in committees right now in terms of membership packages and how we want to proceed with those. But those will be, we're really hoping to have them opened up by the Chrome Ball Tour. I know we had said that before on at least a couple of the podcasts. But that didn't quite work out. We got a little bit delayed in getting some paperwork from the state. And then once we got that, being able to get everyone together at the same time and find a bank that would work for what we needed to do. So that has been completed today. And now we're really ready to move forward to be in position for membership, opening up 2025 memberships in the union. So be on the lookout for that. I doubt it will happen before next week. But soon. So I know I keep saying soon, but soon it's going to happen, sooner than later. Um, and once that opens up, we'll be able to do direct lines of communications to members and start doing some more member-wide community events. It's really going to be able to unlock a lot of the things we need to do moving forward by opening up our memberships. So that should be coming very shortly. I would say all things, if they go as smoothly as they are now, should happen before Labor Day weekend. The executive team should have a meeting with the front office this week as well. So we may have some more updates for you next week. There's been a ton of meetings. If anybody who's listening to this involved, I know we had 2 or 3 committee meetings tonight. We had some meetings last night, and there'll be more on Wednesday. Probably not Thursday because of the Tyler Heaps Q&A session, but possibly even some on Friday. So once again, if there's anybody out there, you'd like to get more involved with everything that's happening, because big decisions are being made now for the union. We got lots of committees going. We have some extra committees we'd like to get started as soon as we get some more people involved. So talk to your supporter group leaders, reach out to me if you need to, and we will get you set up on Discord. I know I helped set up about 3 people today, so we'll keep adding more people on Discord so they're ready to help us out. And those are the big news. So I have to look at our time here. Where are we about 6.5 minutes in. So when we don't banter and talk and go back and forth, Andrew and I, this is maybe about how long the podcast actually should be. But I prefer the banter, and was really hoping we might be able to lure someone from our live audience to maybe come on, and then we could just do an impromptu interview or back and forth. But it doesn't look like we have any takers. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up and keep it short and sweet for this week. Next week, we should be back to usual. Andrew should be back, and hopefully we have some more details to share and talk about in terms of where we are in progress with opening up memberships. Probably a recap of the Tyler Heaps Q&A and what we think about that moving forward, and some big events that I know the union is planning right now. There's some dates in September and November, at least, for some big events that we're working on. So as we get more information around those, we'll put those out. And those are big union-wide events, separate from working with the club, right? So we're trying to get some more union social events, and part of that is getting these memberships open up to be able to also work into those particular events that we're doing. Okay, I thank everyone for listening into the short podcast we have. As I said before, we'll try to get Andrew back next week and get a little more of the banter going. But until then, thank you everyone, as always, for joining us each week, and we'll see you next time. Bye.